Jess Hilarious' tenure at the Breakfast Club has been tumultuous to say the least, and the funny part about it is that it's all self-inflicted. Jess Hilarious treated her new job like her personal group chat with her ratchet friends. One of the very first moments of Jess Hilarious' tenure on the Breakfast Club was when she called her ex-boyfriend on air to have a couple spat about who broke up with who.
You said you broke up with Jess, Wayne.
Yeah, I just left, right? Yeah.
Oh, no. All right, so look, so now let me play lawyer, because you said you left. I broke up with you and you left the house that you put me in, by the way, but you left it. Because what else you gonna do with somebody? But what you gonna do? I didn't have to leave you. You was in my house. You left the house after I broke up with you. What else you gonna do when somebody break up? You gonna stay or you gonna leave?
Yeah, you know you ain't break up with me. It's all good.
All right, Wayne.
So you gotta get broke up with one day. It's all good.
Yeah, you gotta get broke up with to leave somebody's house, right? Yeah, and that's what happened.
Nah.
So who broke up with who?
Nah,
who broke up with who, Wayne?
Nah, I left. Ain't no woman ever broke up.
You see what he said? I left. What did he say before we got on air, Carlos? Because we recorded that too.
I understand the Breakfast Club has been on a downward slope the last couple of years, but this is even ghetto for the Breakfast Club. This is like starting a new job at Walmart, then inviting over your ex to air out your grievances in front of your new coworkers and bosses. Like, who in their right mind would have thought that this was okay? This become even more sinister once you realize she went through all this hoopla because she wanted to brag about Country Wayne buying her a house.
You say that man bought you a house?
Yes, he did.
That's what we all missed in this whole story.
I heard that, but I was like, maybe I ain't hear that right.
I thought maybe she misspoke because she said that.
No, you always talking about somebody misspeaking. That shouldn't be word now. You know, maybe she misspoke.
We missed the whole point of this was Jess has good poom poom.
It got to be.
He bought her a house.
That's kind of crazy. I'm like, damn.
Whoa, Jess,
you can't really say you broke up with a girl and she bought you a house and get you out the house that you bought. God damn.
Yeah,
man.
Listen,
To anybody out there who's listening, man or woman, someone telling you must have good poom poom on the workplace is not the flex you think it is. The fact that they feel comfortable enough to disrespect you like that says a lot about yourself. But Jess Hilarious' tenure didn't just stop at her airing out her personal grievances on the air for us to listen to. It also continued into her trying to be the new shock jock.
A little while back, Sexy Red got a lot of attention for saying that she trusted the wrong guy that gave her chlamydia twice.
My called me the next day and was like, you had a condom in your trash can and stuff. I'm like, that wasn't my condom. I don't use condoms, baby. Right. They make your stink. And they stink. They smell like fish.
Lord have mercy.
I don't think that's the condom you smelling, baby.
Shit, like, I be seeing shit on the internet.
I'm asking her, what specifically did I say? I don't think that's the condom you smelling, baby.
I don't think that's the condom you smelling, baby.
Because I've never disrespected you.
I don't know. I just know, like, once somebody rubbed me wrong, it's just.
Okay.
Rule number one, if you're going to try to be the next Charlamagne the God and say that people coochie stink or smell like fish, then absolutely under no circumstances whatsoever can you say that behind their back, and then when they show up at the Breakfast Club to conduct an interview, you now have amnesia and pretend like you don't know what you said about them. I feel like with Charlamagne the God, at the very least in his heyday, the least he will give us is some level of bravery and owning up to his nonsense.
Well, when you came in here, I spoke to you, and the first thing you said was, no, you can at least look at me.
She don't even want to look at you.
For real. You ain't got to mess with me, but you can look at me.
She walked in and said, hey, Charlamagne, hey, DJ Envy, just said hello. She was like, you be sneak dissing.
Yo, I was going to say my damn self. I'm right here.
I missed that.
You missed it. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, no, I spoke to her, and she said, I don't mess with you, Jess. And I said, why? She said, because you be sneak dissing. I said, all right, tell me what's wrong. Tell me about it. What's up?
I don't mess with you.
All right, let me know why.
You be sneak dissing.
All right, how do you feel like I sneak diss?
I see everything. I was trying to make sure y'all wasn't sneak dissing before I came up here too.
Where we sneak diss?
I check everything.
Where we sneak diss?
I don't believe in sneak
Y'all
dissing.
didn't. I ain't seen nothing. We couldn't find
She talking about me.
What
kind
of sneak dissing you would do,
like?
Jess?
For real, I'm telling you. For real, I'm asking you.
Miss
Now she
Red?
don't know.
No. All right, look, because I don't agree with everything. Because I don't agree with I don't
when
sneak
somebody
this.
bring me up, I just don't like being brought up, especially when people talking shit and all that. Like,
I've
Jess
talked
is a
shit
comedian
about
too
you.
now.
No.
After insinuating that sexy red punani, coochie, or whatever name you got for it smells like every foul, unsavory smell in the world, Sexy Red showed up and let Jess Hilarious know that she heard the sneak disses that she's thrown her way and she don't like her for it. Jess Hilarious, instead of owning up to it and either standing on her words, she went ahead and pretended like she didn't know why Sexy Red didn't like her. Now, Jess Hilarious at least showing up and cowering and and having amnesia is a step up from her just not showing up at all when she has smoke with a guest that she's been talking about.
We saw you on Breakfast Club, such a fun interview. You kind of buried the hatchet with Charlamagne. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Any chance that you're going to reconcile with Jess Hilarious?
No, like, she didn't even show up to her job for the day. That's like the most I've ever seen in my life. Like, you knew I was coming and you didn't come.
So she was supposed to be there?
Yeah, and then she came the next day and talked unlimited ass. I got no respect for you.
Jess Hilarious wouldn't show up to conduct her interview with Natalie Nunn, but she would talk about Natalie Nunn like a dog on the airwaves, even insinuating that she went over to Natalie Nunn's section while they were in the club to check her.
That happened. Natalie looked. That's when she saw me. Bobby Lights, who I like, he's cool. He came over and was like, Jazz, you want to take a shot with us? Want to take a shot? And I was like, yeah, whatever. That's cool. I wanted to go over there anyway.
Exactly.
So all right, that's fine.
Exactly.
I went over there. And he was pouring me a section. I never had the bottle in my hand. He grabbed the bottle and he was
poured
pouring
you a whole section.
He was pouring a shot. No, I went over the section.
Finish.
He was pouring a shot, and Natalie in the back. Hold up, who's that? Don't know. She not F her. She not drinking from my bottle. First of all, it was one bottle for 10 girls, so it was like it was only enough for one of y'all to take a swig one time anyway. I'm not gonna do that, but I did just come over there to get worked up. So she, what's up? What's up? The chair she was sitting in was very tight. So she couldn't get up. So she gave up and she never got up. So I'm like, what's up then? And I walked past Bobby. Lamel grabbed me like, no, come on, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. No, he's like, you need to calm down, whatever. So he de-escalated the situation, him and their security. And I went back to my section and that was it. We took the party outside. That was it.
So I was absolutely right. You came to her section to see what's up because you were a troublemaker.
She
got invited.
Now, Jess Hilarious, through it all, right, through all the controversy, would seemingly come on top when she was in the club and announced that she had been asked and agreed to be the permanent third host on the Breakfast Club. Regardless of what you think about the Breakfast Club relevancy in hip-hop media, that third seat on the Breakfast Club was one of the most sought-after, coveted positions in hip-hop media. And the fact that Jess Hilarious got that position without not really having any type of media training or media history is a good look for her, right? Like that's a blessing. But, you know, a couple days and weeks went by, and as we was getting ready to say congratulations to Jess Hilarious and applaud her, we was waiting for her to come back on the Breakfast Club and get seated as the third host. But she never came back. It was a couple weeks the fans kept asking and nobody had any answer. We thought Jess Hilarious was permanently hired. It wasn't until Charlamagne the God made some interesting comments and statements on the last Breakfast Club episode that we actually got put on to the fact that Jess Hilarious was not officially hired by the Breakfast Club, and it's unclear why she said such a thing during her party.
You don't know me.
You know what I'm so confused by? We spent all last year rotating guest co-hosts, and I thought we was rotating guest co-hosts before we let God decide who was supposed to be in here. Now it's 2024. What happened? Did we just say F it? There's not going to be another co-host?
So now we got to ask you, because everyone wants to know, where is Jess? What's going on with our new third host?
Huh?
Where's Jess?
Jess? I don't know what Jess is. Jess has a podcast called the Carefree Reckless Podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. She's doing stand-up, just doing her thing.
Well, I guess the better question is, where's our third host?
That is a great question. I would really like to know the answer to that. I mean, I just came from downstairs. It was just me and Envy doing the show again.
Right.
Everybody saw us rotating guest hosts, last year.
Right.
And we said we were going to start 2024 off with a new host, and that hasn't happened yet.
I know it's a little hard for you to answer these questions, but just, I thought Jess was the host. She made an announcement, and we were all excited to have her. Did she renege, or or do you not know the status of it?
I don't know.
So it looks like she was never hired officially. She probably heard the murmurings from Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy telling her how they wanted her there permanently, but she never talked to the bosses. They never gave her no contract, right? But she came during the party, right, and publicly announced it to flex. I mean, that's the only answer I got, bro, right? Is she announced it to her peoples in Baltimore to flex on them real quick, man, thinking that negotiations was probably going in the right path. But it looks like she spoke too soon, right? She announced her move before her move was done, and now she's left with an egg on her face. Now, the egg on her face could be seen as well-deserved karma, right? Her downfall could be seen as well-deserved, right? Like she attacked, multiple people and multiple artists using that particular platform, all right? She tried to clown, and laugh at Country Wayne for buying her a car. She, put out multiple narratives on Country Wayne using that particular platform, man, and it looks like all that bad energy, man, she put out has came back. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think about Jess Hilarious tenured at the Breakfast Club? Let me know, all right? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here to find out how the Big Juke and Yo Gotti situation got even weirder. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. Out of here, folks. Peace.